Well, a group of top experts and CEOs in the field of artificial intelligence have signed a statement warning of the risks of AI. They said the following: mitigating the risk of extinction from AI should be a global priority, alongside other societal scale risks such as pandemics and nuclear war. Now, the G7 group of leading economies, including the EU and the US, have all been holding meetings trying to work out how to tackle the challenges. Here's some analysis from our technology editor, Zoe Kleinman.
The word you're going to keep on hearing is regulation. Governments around the world, including the UK, are racing to try to get the right rules in place to make sure that AI companies continue to behave responsibly and make their products accordingly. Not everybody thinks that humanity is automatically doomed, by the way. We are already seeing some really positive benefits of AI. Just last week, we had an AI tool discover a new antibiotic, and we also had it used to build a microchip which has helped a paralysed man to walk again just by thinking about it. One of the AI leaders has told me that he thinks his product should be considered as a tool and not a creature. And I think the regulators around the world are hoping if they can keep things like that, if they can keep it as something that's helpful without being malicious, then it could resolve lots of problems and find some answers to issues that we currently have in society. The problem, of course, with regulators, as we know, they're not renowned for being nimble. They can move pretty slowly. And this evolution is happening so quickly at the moment. There is a question about whether any regulator, whether it's territorial or a global body, will be able to keep up with the pace of development.
So that was our technology editor, Zoe Kleinman. We're going to talk a bit more about this with Dr. Cecilia Recap, who's a senior lecturer in international political economy focused on science and technology at City University here in London. Thank you very much for joining us. We've heard a lot in the last few months, last few weeks, in terms of the pressure to regulate from experts in the industry. Is this statement going to hold much weight, do you think?
So first of all, let me say that regulation is necessary. And what is at stake is what type of regulation, who will decide about these regulations, and what will be the effects. And this needs to take into consideration that we need AI, but AI for a more democratic society, AI for solving problems, AI that can be not only used, but also produced by many. And those that are promoting these days certain types of regulations, such as the CEOs and managers of big tech companies and also of OpenAI, which is a company that is 49% owned by Microsoft and virtually controlled by Microsoft, they have their own agenda. They know that AI will be regulated, and the discussion that they have on the table is what type of regulations will take place. And therefore, for them, setting the agenda and moving the discussion towards regulating the uses of AI instead of regulating the production of AI, the writing, the coding of the algorithms, which is what they are doing, is beneficial.
And so, Dr. Cecilia, when you talk about regulation is sort of almost inevitable, what do you think the first step in that is? What's the first type of regulation we're going to see when it comes to artificial intelligence?
So I cannot foresee what is the first thing we're going to see, but I can give you some ideas on the type of regulations that we should be seeing. The first one is that AI should be produced as a common good. I think that this technology, which is a technology that can be used for everything, you were providing before some examples in your briefing, and it can be applied to every single sector, every dimension of our lives. It's not only about using ChatGPT, but it's also about accessing the real technology. And that is not happening today.
Okay, thank you very much, Dr. Cecilia Recap there on the dangers of artificial intelligence.